Well, hello there. Konnichiwa. Good morning to you all. So I return in this morning with the review for Kakumeiki Valvrave episode 5 or Valvrave the Liberator episode 5. So this episode was quite interesting, and there was a twist at the end of the episode that is very interesting. So the episode starts with all the students in the academy or in model 1717 having fun, enjoying their freedom, play, go to the pool, whatever they do, like they are in a big vacations or in a tourist, uh, top-notch tourist facility or something like that. Then we have two images that makes the contrast between the Aros Federation and the Darshan Empire and the guys in Aros, and it's quite implied that the Aros is associated with the United States of America because the main organ of power that appeared in this episode is the White House of the Aros Federation. So, and then they are discussing the situation about in the module that they should not uh, concede to the blackmail the students are doing, and then they began discussing why, but they have quite a lot of support in our own country, and the elections are at the door and something like that. Well, and then they kind of put the problem of the elections before the resolution of any other problem. And yes, they indeed see that the real enemy is the Darshan Empire. And then we see a second image of the Darshans, and they are having a great military parade with all the people or the soldiers in uniform, and this kind of remind me two, two situations on history. One about Nazi Germany, and the other one about the Soviet Union. I remember when I was young and before the fall of the Soviet Union, I remember watching videos about their military parades uh, with the missiles, the tanks, all the soldiers, and then a big patriotic speech doing by the leaders of the Soviet Union at the time. And recently, we still have situations like that happen. We have China. China continues to do it. North Korea the same. Iran the same. And other countries do the same. So it's kind of well. Um, the usual stuff that happens when countries are ruled by a military dictatorship, like it's the case of the Dorsha. And we also, during the episode, I think we see an image of Jar, the planet that is occupied by the Dorshans, and the planet is destroyed, and but the people is still living there, and they are kind of watching a song that the students of the academy decided to do after a blackout that happened because the infrastructure of the module is quite damaged, and they kind of are struggling with the difficulties of keeping the model running at full steam and maintaining the technology, maintaining the environment, maintaining the temperature and so on. So this is quite interesting because they need to get organize or they need to get organization, and apparently they are doing slowly doing it. They are organizing themselves into groups. A group goes to the man, man notation of the infrastructures, others are in charge of cargo areas, others are in charge of transporting uh, products and stuff. So they are slowly trying to adapt to the new reality and to organize themselves as a function society, I think. But they are struggling for doing it. And then we see Elf, and apparently Elf, he does not appear much in this episode. The first time we see him, I think he is underground, trying to break some access codes to some area, uh, and then we only see him near the end, and after the the blackout, and then a group of students kinda is able to repair the system, and then they decided to go sing a song to send via internet to both Jor, Arrows, and eventually to Dorsia, because we see that the connection is also seen in Dorsian ships or in Dorsia. The song is also see in GR, but in GR people are watching it kinda in underground fashion because the country is occupied, and I think they refer that the people in Arrows also is watching the video and the song and telling that they are well, they are fine, they are having fun, and they are surviving and so on. Um, then near the end we see Aruto with the girl with the black hair. I kinda don't remember her name now, but they are descending into a pit, and then we see LL kinda help them go there, um, and when they arrive at the bottom, we see several Valvraves. So there is not only a Valvrave. There are, I think, one, two, three, at least in the list more four Valvrave or four different Valvraves. So this is kind of interesting because I think that the goal of LL is to get some more pilots for that Valvraves and basically have his own personal army to change Dorsia and to bring his revolution to Dorsia. I'm guessing that it is the plan of LL. Then Aruto kinda asks the girl that is with him for not tell anyone about this because he does not want to create others like him, and the girl kinda agrees and so on, and then she actually takes the opportunity and kisses him. So apparently she is in love for him, or can she have another different agenda behind it? I don't know, but this episode was interesting because we actually see the students struggling for surviving, struggling for organize themselves as a society, as a functional society. And at the end, we see that there are other Valve Raves, and this kinda implies that eventually, at some point in the series, there will be other pilots of the Valve Raves. So, my question for you all is what or who do you think will become the pilots of the other Valve Raves? Because we already know that the Valve Rave, after kinda attach himself to a pilot, no one else can pilot it. So, from all the students that I have appeared so far or that have some role in the series or some important role, which ones do you think will become the pilots for the remaining Valvraves, and how do you think that Valvraves will came into action? Do you think that Naruto will be in trouble and overpowered by enemies, and then maybe this girl with the black hair kind of reveals that there are other Valvraves, or do you think that it will be LL that eventually will reveal that are in the list at most in the list for more Valvraves to be to have a pilot? So, if you have your own ideas or theories about it, tell me on it on the comments below. So, this is my review for episode 5 of Kakumeiki Valvrave or Valvrave the Liberator. Hope you enjoy, stay well, peace.